Hello and welcome to the second project of the last certification on freeCodeCamp, which is the issue tracker. We learned so far how to do a lot of things using Node.js and Express, like working with a database, creating a web server, creating routes to that web server, listening to get, put, post requests and all of that, which we are going to use in order to create the next project. Now I have it here opened. Issue tracker. It has to do, let's see what. I also cloned this repository so we don't waste time on waiting for it to clone. Okay, so apparently, let's see. We need to prevent cross-site scripting. So this is done with Helmet as we did in the previous project. We need to post, put, delete and get on API/issues. Alright. I can filter my get request by also passing along any field and value in the query. Okay, I can pass along as many fields as I want. All 11 functional tests are complete and passing. So this is what we have to do. Hello everyone from the live chat. Mihai, Orc, Hill, Lector. Interesting name. Alright. Good. In this case, as you can see, we need to let's actually test it. So we have here submit an API test. Title, test, title, text. This is an issue created by Florin Pop. Assign to, no, let's not use status. Okay, submit. Okay, you can see here issue title, text, created, updated, created by, assigned. Okay, and we have also an ID. Now, update issue. We have an ID, let's use that ID and update the title from the test title to updated title. Submit issue, successfully updated. Okay, and now how can I see that? Go to API test project issues. Okay. Oh, I see ID. Well, what we need to do is to create these verbs. So when we post on API IDs project name with the data, issue title, issue text created by, and these optionals, we will create a new entry. Now, in this case, I won't use MongoDB. I want to do it faster with my own object. Or I think, let's see, could use an object or maybe an array for the issues. So I want to use MongoDB, but feel free to do that. It will be basically the same. Maybe MongoDB will give us some more functionalities on top, so we don't have to, but we don't have to worry about those. But at the same time, it's a little trickier to set it up. So that's why I won't do it now. And I'll just quickly create an array. Okay, so let's start working on it. We don't need this. Now, the bad part is that if we submit here, let me get to the live link, as we usually did, even though the tests are not passing, well, because we didn't do anything, here it will pass, so we can't rely on this. So we are going to just trust our judgment and complete the tests like that. Like, we're going to check all the tests and see how they behave. Alright, let's get our link started here. This is our project. This is the example project. So the front end you can see is the same. Now let's see what files we have. We have a public with the style CSS. We have the routes. Okay. Here is where you need to complete the logic. This is do not edit. Okay. Then we have some tests. No unit test for this. Functional tests. Okay. We have a couple here. We're going to take a look and see what to do here later. Okay, and we have the views. Index.html, which okay has this text, and then we have forms. Okay, couple of fields required. All right. Okay, and then we have this for updating. Okay, whoa, so many errors here. Okay, so yeah, from the post submit a new issue, we have issue title, issue text created by assigned to and status text. Okay, now on the update we will need an ID. Issue title, issue text created by assigned to status text. And also we have a checkbox. Open. Okay, and when we want to delete, we have just the name. Well, the ID. Alright, good. So, I think, let's see on the server what we have. First, we need to add that helmet package. So let's do that. Const helmet will be require helmet, like that. Well, actually, let's put it there because it's part of this require. All right. Like code sandbox. I'm not sure what you mean. Hey Rahul, I'm fine. How are you? All right. And then let's app.use helmet and that. If you don't know what this does, we did cover this in I don't know, a couple of live streams ago. Just check for the, let's see, I forgot the section name. Yeah, information security with helmet. So check that section and you'll see what helmet does. All right. So that's done. Post. I can post. Let me zoom in so you can see better. I can post with form data. The object saved and returned will include all of the fields, blank for optional no input, and also include created on, updated on, open, and ID. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. I will copy this so I won't reference it, I won't go back and forth to this page. And let me put it here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is not here, we don't need it. Okay, and that. Good, so we have it there. Now, what I wanted to do. Yeah, you can see here that it waits for database. But as I said, I won't use a database, so these won't be required. I will create a database array here. Hey, hacker. Hey, please put lots of videos to learn lots of stuff. Yeah, easy for you to say, right? It's harder for me to execute. All right. Database will be an array. Now, when it's posting params project. Okay, let me also, so required Oops, want to format this a little bit so I can see better. Also this. Okay, so issue title text created by status. So that comes from params.project. Params.project. Interesting. So not sure if that's not params the body, because here when they submit post app issues ap test, oops, so they have these fields. Let's get the fields. Where are we? Okay, here, go here. So we have these fields. Let's do the post first. So we get these fields, but that's posted params.project. Not sure why they did this. Also, the post project name with form data containing required. But how can you post to project name? Well, this on the index, because project name, API test. That is the project name, API test. Data serialize success. Okay, test form that serialize. I guess, yeah, that's a body. So well, actually, let's test it to see. I'm going to comment this out and let's console when we're posting console.log project. Alright, and now if we go to our project here and we put in a title, test created by Florin, whatever, let's submit and see what we get here. API test. Yeah, so that's just the project, which is not that important. Let's see on request.body what we have. This should have all these fields. So let's submit again and see. Okay, look at that. So issue title, issue text created by assign to status text. All right, so now this is easy. We're going to take these fields and just store them into our database. Also, along those, we will need to store these. So let me copy them from here. Alright, so along these, we also need to create these fields. Okay. Now, let's do the following. Const new issue will be an object. And here we'll have, I don't need this. I'm not sure why they gave us that. Anyways. Const, here we'll get the issue title, the issue text created by assign to and status text, all of this here. Okay, comes from request.body. All of those come from there, and then we can just put them in our object here, like that. Now this will be stored in our array with well, let's call these issues. Our master database. Okay. Where we're here. So issues will push new issue. Alright, now we also need to do these, which are created on the fly. So let's set created on to be new date. Also updated on will be a new date, because now it's updated, so it's a new date. open will be set to, let's see, open boolean true for open, false for closed. I think open by default because we can't assign here. So let's put it open by default. So true. And then we need an ID. Now for the ID, we'll need a package. I can just put there. Package JSON. Do we have? There was a package for getting an IDs. I forgot. So random IDs npm. Random and unique short ID. Yeah, short ID was the library, which worked pretty nicely. Just short ID.generate. We just need to import it and then use this method. So let's do that. Here on package JSON, let's add short ID. All right, and now in our API here, do we need chai? I'm not sure. Not sure why they added it, but well, okay. And here const short ID will be require short ID. Okay, and now for the ID we can just call this function. All right, that's it. New issue. Let's indent this. For some reason not indented properly. We can remove this comment. Okay, issues push. Let's also console log the new issue so we can see it in the console. New issue, like that. All right, so that pretty much sums up what we have to do. I can post with form data, issue title, issue text, created by, and optional assigned to status text. The object saved will include all those fields, blank for optional, no input. That's what we do for these two, and also include created on, updated on, created on, updated on, open, and ID. Goody goody. Good. Next. So we did these. Let's remove them from here so they don't bother us anymore. Now I can put with an ID and any fields in the object with a value to object set object. Return will be successful. Okay. Oh yeah, I also need to res.json. Let's send back the new issues to the caller who calls this. We are going to respond. Let's see what happens so far. So when we create, let's refresh this. Let's check the console. Okay, so something's not right. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, so we have the new title, test, Florin assigned to this are empty. We have the dates, open through, and we have an ID, which is neat. Now let's try again with test2, text 2 created by Florin again, assigned to, I don't know, Mark, status text, hello. We submit now, and yeah, look at that, we get back all this information. Created, updated, status, assigned to, and all that will be set. Awesome. So that's that. Now, when we put, we will also need to check. Well, we need to find the item which has the ID. So put will need an ID. This is required. Well, actually, they won't let you submit this if you don't give it an ID. Also, you can get title text, created, assigned, status, and closed or opened. All right, so okay, let's get again from the body, we will also need the ID. So the title, the text, created by, okay, assigned to, status, and we also can get the open. This will be true or false. All right. Now we need to find the issue with the corresponding ID. Corresponding ID. For that, we can use the find method on the array. So issues, well, const issue will be issues dot find. Let's see, we get, let's change this name. Searched for issue. I don't know. All right. Let's see. So issues, we're going to loop over all the issues and get the issue. And if the issue dot ID is equal to ID, so it will find it. Now, if we don't give them the corresponding ID, what's their message? I want to see here. Submit issue. Okay, so apparently their API doesn't work for that. Which is interesting. So if we gave them a random ID, no update field sent. Okay. Yeah, so that's a little broke there. Let's console that log. Search for issue. Also, let's request a JSON. Let's send that back. Good, for now, that's what we're going to do. And then, well, let's see what happens. And then we're just going to update all of these fields, which should be fine. Okay, we get this. Well, we need to submit again, because every time our server is refreshed, we lose the data. That's the drawback of creating an array here locally. That's why maybe you would like to create an MongoDB. Okay, so let's see. Test. Submit. Something happened. Let's see what. Okay, so new issue, and it found the issue. So that's good. What happens if we pass in something that doesn't have that, yeah, gets undefined? Good. So if we don't have that issue, this will return undefined. If let's do that, even though they didn't do it. If search that issue, if not search that issue, then we can return, well, return res.json error, no issue with that ID. Although I'm not sure if they're listening on the front end for this, but anyway, that's what you would do. Hello, Emarius Bogdan. Nice. Now, we found this. Let's just reassign this issue. To search issue, we can create a new object, and let's think. We don't want to set the ID. ID will remain the same. Some of the things will remain the same. I will go to use the spread, although I'm not sure if spread works in this environment, but we'll try. So the ID will remain. Now the issue title will pass in, maybe it's changed. The issue text, the created by, assigned to, status text, and open. I'm not sure if open how it comes from the front end. Let's see. Serialize. So this might come with true or false. Value false. Yeah, true or false. Okay, which is good. That's what we want. So let's press open. And what we need to do is to update the updated on. So that will be changed again to the new date, the date which is now updated on. All right. So that should do it. If this won't work, I'm just going to pass on the ID and create it on, because that's basically what we're not overwriting, right? Now, if we don't have these passed on, we might just swap out everything on that field, even though, yeah, that's something we need to take care of. But for now, let's see what happens. Clear. Okay, let's create a field. No issue with that ID. Okay, that's good. Now let's submit. Let's get the ID, put it here, and submit again. Now let's see what happens. So we create it first, good, and then test title assigned to constant variable. Ooh, all right. So that's not good. We are not allowed to assign. Oh, because this is const. So let's use let. Why I'm doing this is basically this will be the object which will be inside of the array. So it will change it because it's a reference issues. This is not the best approach, but it should do for this project. All right, let's try again. Submit. Test, Florin, submit. Let's get back the ID and put this in and test title updated. Submit. All right, let's see what happened. So we created it, and then let's see. Express deprecator as a JSON, user as a status. Oh, I sent back two objects. Oops, sorry. But what I want to see if it's updated. Issue title, title test. So not really. Check the body, search for issue. Oh, okay, so that's that. Oh, we're not constantly after we're changing it. Okay, so that's what we need to do. And here we can pass two objects. This should go here, issues, because I wanted to check it. All right, do it again. Title, text, Florin, submit. We get the ID. Come on, dash. All right, test title. Submit again. Okay, you can see what happened. Good. So we created a new issue and then we cleared out all these fields because we haven't received them from the database. Now look at that. We also didn't change the object inside the array. Yeah. Maybe this is not a good way to do it. Reassigning an object. I thought that we have the reference. But probably this find will just create another reference. Because it's not changed inside the array. Alright, so that didn't work. We have two issues. First, it finds it, but it's not it's not updated, so we need to update it. And next, we don't want to pass in the fields which are empty. Alright, how to do that? First, so we find it. Okay, that's good, we get it. But we also want to change it. I have an idea. We could update the entire issues array. It's not the best approach because we're mutating the array, but oh well. Issues will be issues that map issue that what I'm typing. Okay, it's good. Issue, and here if issue ID is equal to our ID, then we want to change it, otherwise return the issue. Now that's good. We need to convert this to let. Okay. Now, let's not do this anymore. We're not checking. We want to create here a new object. Return a new object, basically this, but okay, issues like that. We also like to change, well, no, they just return back what? No updated field. Let's refresh and check their project. Test, text, Florin, submit, get the ID, title will be whatever, submit. Successfully updated. Okay, so it just returns back JSON success updated successfully. Right? Yeah. Alright, so that works for us too. Now we get the issues. Okay, and here, let's see. We want to send back an object with the ID being the issues ID. Or, well, the ID could remain that. Next, created by will remain that. So, let's get it from here. So, created by from the issue. That will remain. Now, updated on, well, not created by, sorry, the created on. This will remain new date like that. Created by, this will only change if we have here something. So created by is different than empty string. If do, then put that, otherwise put it from the issue that created by. Makes sense? So if we don't have anything from here, so it's an empty string, then we put what we had. Otherwise, we will put the new value. Okay, and this goes for everything. Issue text, assign to, status text, and open. All of these. Oops. Because we're not sure if we receive something or not. Because nothing is required. Okay, so issue title like that. Issue text like that. Assign title, assign to like that. Status text like that, and open. Now this is a little tricky, but well, it should work. So we get the array dated on. We need to use this, not a new date, because we have that already. On the updated on, we update it, and then all the other fields we'll check first to see if this is empty or not. If it is, then just put what we had, otherwise put what they gave us. Alright, this should work. Now the issues will be stored and it will update successfully, hopefully. Let's test. Refresh this. Title. Title. Text. Florin and submit. Let's see, now we have a new issue, title, text, Florin, assigned to, these are empty, and the date. Good. Next, we want to get the ID and update the title to be updated title. All of the remaining fields will be empty. It says successfully updated. Let's check on our array. Title, okay, updated title, look at that. It's updated. And all the other fields are the same, open undefined. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Open undefined. So open, this comes undefined from the front end. Alright. What that means? It's not an empty string. Different, well, yeah, this could be can come back false or true. Well, I guess for this we can just put what we get, because this is a form and this will either be clicked or not. Right? Let's check that. Open is not a string. Exactly, thank you. Good, let's check again. Refresh. Text, Florin, submit, get the ID, and change this. Submit. Okay, let's see how our open looks now. Open undefined. Okay, so again, undefined. Why? What happens if we check it now? Okay, it false. It's a string false. Whoa. Uncheck it. It's undefined. Now that's weird. So if it's checked, it gives us the string false, and if it's unchecked, it gives us undefined. What? Let's check the HTML here. Name open, value false. Why it's undefined if it's not checked? That's weird, right? So I guess, and when it's checked, it's false. That's weird. Let's do it again. So it's checked, submit. It is false. When it's unchecked, submit. It is undefined. So weird. So weird. Alright, so we have, basically it's a boolean, but it's a weird boolean. If it's true, if it should be true, then false should be a string of false. Otherwise, if it's false, it's undefined. What? Weird. Alright. So then this open should be, let's see, is what we have open is equal to false. This is so weird. Tricky, slash weird. slash check response. Okay, that's just some comment. So if open is false, then we want to set this to true. Otherwise, set it to false. Well, let's check actually for undefined. So if it's undefined, it's false. Otherwise, it's true. This at least looks better than what we had. Lol, 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 lol. Okay. Let's clear this. Good. Refresh. Test again. Title, test, Florin, submit. Get the ID, put it here. Let's change the text this time and created by, I don't know. Let's see if this works. And check it. So it should be true. Alright, let's see. That change, and this become true. Okay. Open true, open true. Good. If we check this again, should become false. Alright, so that works. It opens, it changes our issue. Let's create another issue. Test2 by Mark. Let's get this and see if it works. If we have should be changed. We have multiple stuff. All right. So let's see. A new issue and okay, here. The new issue Mark created by Mark. Okay. And now Mark, where is it? Created by what? Okay, so that's wrong. Type text that changed. False is false. Created by. So something's wrong with created by. Created by. Okay. Oh. No, I changed that. But why it's changed? Yeah, it's fine. So created by, if I put in Florin now, it should be changed. Created by Florin. Okay, so that works. I was confused because I changed it and didn't know. Alright, so that works. Good. We have our put also, which does this with an ID and then the fields in the object with a value. Okay. Return will be successfully updated. Could not update ID. This should always update on. If no fields are set, return no updated fields set. Okay, so apparently we need to do some checks here. Okay, so let's see. We can store a boolean. Was updated will be false, and here let's change this to was updated. Let's keep it updated. Is true. Okay, and now if wasn't updated, if not updated, because we couldn't find the ID, then it should say what? Could not update ID. Okay, could not update ID. So our rest.json will return rest.json error could not update ID. Could not update ID. Okay. But we also need to check if nothing here is provided. Okay. Anas, how much have I missed? Half of it? Probably. Okay, so what I want to do also, we don't need this anymore. Map over the issues and change if and change where ID from the issue is equal to ID provided. Okay. Now I also want to check here all of these. If all of these, so if not issue title, if not text, and not text, and not created by, and not assigned to, and not a, and open, this was undefined. So not all of these. We want to return res.json error. What? No updated field sent. Where are you? Here. No updated field sent. So if we don't have anything, so this is an empty string, empty string, empty string, empty string, empty string, which false. Okay, so if it's false, false, okay, and if open, this is also false. Good. Right, so let's test for that too. Refresh, create another test, created by Florin, submit. Good. Now, if we don't pass in the correct ID, we should get no updated field sent. Okay. It should check for the ID first. But I guess that works. So no updated ID field sent, because yeah, we didn't send any updated ID, but now it will send could not update hashed there because it's not the correct ID. I guess this should say could not update hash there. No. Could not update. Incorrect. Incorrect. Alright. Pass in. Okay, so this works now. Unput, good. Unpost that. Let's see. Return. Okay, delete. ID completed, delete an issue. If no ID is sent, return ID error. Success. Delete ID failed. Could not delete. Okay. Delete needs to get an ID. I'm not sure why it's not required from the front end, but oh well. So where is it? Delete. Const ID will be rect.body. If no ID, then just return rest.json error no ID provided. Good. Now we need to filter those issues out. But first we need to see if we had something like that. Let's see how we do it. So issues that filter issue that ID is different than the ID provided. Now this will get rid of the corresponding ID. Good. We can try, well, we can see the length of the issues before and after, and if it's different, then it means it deleted it. If it's the same, then it means that it didn't. So we can return based on that. So let's do that here. Const length for issues that length, and then const length after issues that length. it's not the best idea, but well, it should work. So if length before is different than length after, then success fully deleted. So now rest.json, we send back what? Deleted ID. Success deleted ID. Okay, else let's return. Else return rest.json error. Error what? If no ID set ID error, failed, could not delete. For some reason, if it couldn't delete it. I'm not sure why it would be that, but well, could not delete. Okay. So now let's try that. In our console, we could also console.log the issue. Console.log issues. Okie dokie. Now, here we return. Good. So everything looks fine. Filter out the issue with ID. Okay. Be provided. Good. So that's that. Let's try it out. Clear the console. Refresh this. Create a test title. Created by Florin. Submit. We get the ID. Push in the ID. Delete. Okay. So something different happened. Something happened here. Form. Delete. Placeholder name. Okay, required. Required is actually is required. Interesting. And let's see. So test form 2. Submit URL. Good. Test form 3. But this is test form 2. Okay, that's an issue. It should be test form 3 because this submitted, they have had the same ID. Oopsie poopsie. Alright. 3 delete serialize. So now that should work. Instead of sending us to this page. It's submitted actually. Oh, not here, here. Again. Either prevent default, submit 3. Ajax, either prevent default. Test form 3. Delete API issues. JSONs, okay. So I guess let's refresh the page. Test title, text created by Florin, submit. Now we have another issue and we want to delete it. Okay, successfully deleted ID. Alright, now we should have only one remaining. Awesome. And if we pass this ID also, it should be removed as well. Awesome. Good, so that's that. API here. Delete the ID. No ID. Okay, then I can get for an array of all issues. Let me put. Okay, I can get API listen project name for an array of all issues on that specific project. I see now where the project name was used. Okay, we won't worry about that. Basically here should be now instead of our where it is here. Instead of an array of issues, we would have a master database and store the project name also. Okay, well, don't worry about that now. I can get for an array of all the issues. Well, with all the information from each issue as was returned when posted. I can filter my GET request by also passing along any field and value in the query. Open false. Okay. I can pass along as many fields values as I want. Now this will be a little tricky. Okay, so the GET should return. Where is it here? Should return rest.json all of the issues for now. And for the filtering, okay, let's see what this does. We won't really consider every project, so yeah. All right. Let's refresh. I don't like this here. Okay, and let's put in the title, text created by, and submit. Now, if we go to API/issues, we will get not found. Why? Okay, /project. I will remove all these projects from here. For now, we won't do them. Project. Where is it? Complete. Update. Post. Because now here you can see that they push to API test. So let's just push to issues instead. Okay, and good, that should work. Let's test it. Go back, refresh. We should get a title. So we're basically testing, submitting everything in one project. Okay, so that works. We can update. Okay, and we can delete. All right, if we look here at the console, we should have all these. So new issue and that. Why are we not returning when we're editing it? Okay, here, let's console.log. Edited issues. Okay. And this also deleted issues. All right. Good. That's nice. Okay. And now we should go to API/issues. And we should be able to get all the issues. API/issues. Okay, an empty array. We don't have any issues. But if we go and create one, back, refresh, look at that. We have our issue. Perfect. Now they want us to filter, open, false, that stuff. How to do that? I can get, okay, so we did that with all the information. Okay, I can filter my request by passing along any field and value. Okay, I guess const which values will he pass in. I guess the same he could change. Issue untitled text created by, signed by, status text, and open. That will come from rec.query. Let's console that out. All of these now to see what's happening. Clear. And then we would filter over the array and find, well, depending on what we want here. Max programming. Alright, so this will return an empty array. Let's create something. Let's create multiple, assigned to whatever. Alright, now let's go back here, refresh. We should have 3. And we should be able to open. Okay, so question mark open is false. Now here undefined. Okay, look at that. Open is false. Good. So now we need to go. Should we do the filter on all the fields? I'm not sure. Although that could work. It will be a little messy, but let's do that and then we can try to simplify it. So const all, well, sent issues will be our issues. I don't want to modify this array, so I will create a new array. Next, if ID, if we're given ID, then this will be changed. Sent issues will be sent issues that filter issue that ID equals to the given ID. Now we can do that also with the open, just for testing purposes. Open filter issue that open with the given open, but this could be true or false. So I'm going to issue that open. Let's see, true or false, but in string. So we need to convert from string to booleans. Let's do that. Here, if open is provided, then open will be equal to is false string, then it will be false, otherwise will be true. So we're mapping. If it's a string with false, it will be false, otherwise will be true. A little trick here, but should do the trick now, because in our database we're storing open and open being booleans, so we need to check for booleans. All right. Issue title text created by assigned to status text. All of these. Now I'm not sure if we can do all of these checks in one go. Should, but for now let's do them separate. Okay, so we have issue title, then we have issue text. I know that in Mongo we could do something like this. One go would be nice. Okay, assigned to and status text. One second. So now this should basically filter out by all of these fields. Goody. And it should come back filtered. Now, should be a way for us to check all of these. Okay, I'll think about that later. Okay, let's not res.json issues, res.json sent issues. Sent. Filtered. Field issues. Alright, that sounds better. Good. Goody goody. Now let's test our API. Test text Florin submit. 2 Florin 2 submit. Signed by whatever Florin 3 submit. Now if we go there, we should see 3 issues. Have true. Links, Florin, okay, that test, okay. Now, let's check if we pass in open being false. This should give us no array because all of them are open. If it's true, it should give us back all of them. Now, let me get an ID, go back here, and change the ID here to have issue closed. Alright, no input field sent. That's wrong. Okay, this should be false and should. Okay, when you submit, also need to check for this. Good. Let's go back now in our API issues. We get one and this is false, which is good. Now if we check for open being false, we should get back only the false one. Good. If we check for created by Florin, should get one with Florin. Florin 2. Issue title. Issue title will be test. Alright, all of them. Let's see what else they have in common. Text to text to. Okay, so issue text will be text to. Now we should have to. Alright, so that works. Awesome. Awesome. Now let's see. We don't need this here. I can pass. Okay, so that works. We don't need this. We don't need Mongo. Short ID. Okay. So that's good. On the put here, this open will be checked or unchecked. So that means that actually we won't have a no updated field in our case. Because, well, yeah. Let me go here to see. Oops, all of them. Alright. So this could be checked or unchecked. But if we don't touch this, it will remain unchecked. So that means if this has a checked mark, it will uncheck it. So that means that it changes no matter what we do here, just by clicking the button. Now, one thing you can avoid this is to check on the front end if this was changed. But we're not touching the front end, so that means that always when you submit this form will be changed. So for that, I will just remove this. Well, let's console.log it. So then it will update, but it will update depending on what the open field is. Alright, so that works. We should also do some functional tests. Let's see. Fill me in 2. Alright. functional, set property, rest that body. Oh boy. Let's do a couple, at least try. Don't really like doing tests. I don't know, should I just avoid it or that equal? Okay, if we send that. Well, we checked manually, so I will avoid this. This is basically just us passing in, copy this, pasting this, passing in data, what we will think it will be, and testing if it's actually that. Should I do it? Let's just do a couple so you can see what so here we're sending these properties when we sending the post request to not test to that. We're sending the title and we will get back res.status. Now we also get back res.body. Let me copy these. So res.body dot issue title, which should be title. See, now let me remove this. Then issue text should be text, created by should be this. Oh, that's a lot of copy pasting. Okay, assigned to should be this, and that is text should be this. Alright, so now this test should pass. This test, I'm not sure why they use 0 on slash test, doesn't matter. And we're not sending anything. Query. Oh, the get. Okay. What happens if we send on that get? Here we get all of the. Okay, so I think I see what they're doing. Get an array back. The property. Set property reset body to be. Well, I want equal. Let's check for this test, I guess, in the server somewhere. Yeah, if we have node environment test, it will run the test. So let's create that env node environment will be test. All right. Good, and now it should work. Yeah, every field filled in, required field. So that test works. That's basically all you have to do. Require fields filled in. Okay. This we do a request with nothing on what? On post. This is for post. Yeah, post. So what happens if we don't pass anything? It won't allow us here on the front end. So I guess this is not required. Missing required fields. Yeah, same as we do the testing on front end. But in a real application, you will also want to do on backend, which we didn't do yet. Put no body. What happens if we put? Let's see. Get post put. Yeah, here again, because of this open and the way they created the front end, we don't have. We also have something, so nobody's actually not right. one field to update. Okay, so that we can test. Put this. Oops. So we do a put request this and send title. But now the issue will be that don't have something yet. Because we want to change, but we don't have an issue created. So this should be 200 and the title should be title, like title updated. The same should work on multiple fields. Instead of issue title, issue text. And here is text, and the text, oops, issue text and text here, and then text should be updated. All right, so now that should work, but I'm not sure. Maybe first we need to create something. There was a way, I guess. Let's see what happens. Okay, every field, one field to update. Okay, so they are passing. Yeah, so that's what you want to do. No filter, delete, no ID. Okay, again, fast. Oops. Delete and query. Not sure if query here. Send. Send nothing. Well, actually, it will send the ID to be empty. It should get back what? Status auto assert equal press dot what? Sends text something. What happens if it don't provide an ID? Please fill in, yeah. So you can see that it's required. So that's also not really good test to do. Okay, I guess I just they should return they should return here API if it's deleted, successfully deleted. Where's that JSON? Not sure how to get the response from there. So I'll leave it like that. Now, if you want me to do the tests, the functional tests, just let me know and I'll create an updated video on this. I don't really like tests, so I usually skip them. Alright, that's it for this project. Next up will be, well, let's submit it. Next up, let's see, will be personal library. Okay, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.